I woke up and stared at the wall for a few moments. My wife was still sleeping next to me, and the sun had just begun to rise outside. But something wasn't right. I couldn't quite put my finger on it. It was like something was missing. I sat up in bed and tried to figure out what was wrong. Then I remembered I forgot my wife's birthday yesterday. Again. This shouldn't have been that hard. Her birthday only comes around once a year. But every year I forget, and she's always really upset about it. She wakes up and goes through the motions of her day as normal. But I can tell by the set of her shoulders and the slight frown on her face that she's disappointed in me again. That feeling follows her around all day and hangs over our heads whenever we're together. I don't know if she'll ever forgive me. It gets worse because this isn't the only thing I forget. Okay, in fact, every night I forget one memory and it never comes back. I have no idea why this is happening or how to stop it, but I'm terrified it will eventually take something precious away from me. I have to remember my daughter's first steps. I have to remember my father's funeral. I have to remember the day I met my wife. These are important memories and I'm losing them. It started off small. It might have been a conversation with a friend or a minor event that happened while I was out walking by myself. But after I would wake up, I couldn't remember what had happened the day before. If they were important memories, I was horrified. If they were unimportant, I shrugged and tried to focus on my work. But the forgotten memories just kept coming. A whole string of them, sometimes weeks' worth, would fall away from me, and I wouldn't remember anything until I had woken up. At first I thought I was going insane, so I went to see a doctor, but he told me there was nothing wrong. I was healthy, and I should be grateful. He said he had seen people with much bigger problems than mine. The problem is, I can't be grateful when I've forgotten who I am. How do you move forward when you can't remember where you've been? My friends worry about me, but they don't know what to do. My wife doesn't want to talk about it, which makes sense, since she knows that I understand what's happening and I am doing nothing to fix it. I know I need to find a solution to this, but I don't know where to start. I tried everything I could think of, but none of it worked. I tried keeping a journal by my bed. I tried setting alarms on my phone to remind me to remember. I tried talking to a therapist and even tried hypnosis. All of it failed. And now I feel like I'm drowning in a pool of regret and shame. I'm losing the most precious years of my life, and I'm not sure what to do about it. I already feel like I'm disappointing my wife and kids, so I hate having to ask them for help. But I've gotten to the point where I need their support. The longer this goes on, the more afraid I get. What if I forget that I have kids? What if I forget that I have a wife? What if I forget everything? I don't know what I would do if that happened. I wish there was an easier way to say it. But this is what I told my wife. I need your help. Something is wrong with me and I don't know how to fix it. I keep forgetting things. Small things at first, but then bigger things. Last week I forgot my mother's birthday and then I forgot the dentist appointment we had planned months ago. I also forgot to pick up milk on the way home. I didn't mean to do any of those things, but I can't seem to stop them from happening. She hugged me, but it felt like she was holding back. Maybe she thought this was another one of my crazy ideas. I wasn't sure. She finally pulled away from me and said, "You can't expect me to understand. How am I supposed to help you?" I didn't know what to say. She was right. How could I expect her to understand something that even I didn't understand? All I could do was apologize and hope she would try to help me. Look, I know this sounds ridiculous, but please believe me. This isn't easy for me to say. I don't want to admit I need your help. I want to be able to handle everything on my own, but I need you to help me remember who I am. Remember our lives together. Remind me of the things I'm forgetting. Please just give me a chance. I promise this won't be a waste of time. She looked at me for a moment, then nodded her head. Okay, I'll help you. But if this doesn't work, I need you to promise that you'll go see another doctor. You can't just keep pretending like everything's fine. You have to do something to make sure you get better. Thank you. I promise I won't let you down. Now, when I wake up in the morning, my wife is waiting for me. She has breakfast ready to go and asks me how I slept. Then we start the process. She reminds me of everything I've forgotten. She tells me about conversations we had, birthdays we celebrated, trips we took, promises we made. She helps me remember the person I used to be, and it's working. I don't forget as often anymore. I still forget, but she's always there to help me remember. I'm so grateful for her, but it terrifies me that I can't remember why.